kind of overarchingly, that's what you guys are working on, right? You're working on this community, right? You're trying to promote landlords to do good. You're trying to build relationships with them and build relationships with the community.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
long have you
And
been in your?
we are landlords ourselves,
That's
so
right.
we have
Leading by example.
three, yeah, definitely three. We have three different complexes. We have Golden Glade, Golden Palms, and Uptown Sky, which is our newest one.
Pull that up, David. Let's check these things out. How many
Yeah,
units?
yeah. I think I sent some information
Mm-hmm.
over on Uptown Sky,
Oh, we got the file. It's
and
on the drive,
yeah,
David.
I was like, sorry, but I have 100 different files
It
and
was
documents
a
to send you.
very
But
comprehensive email you
oh,
sent.
and that just scraped the surface. It's actually a website, that link that I put in the email. And this is 61 apartment complex apartment units. And this was through a partnership with Blue Sky Communities, partnered with University Area CDC. We built 61 units, and they're all for 80% and below AMI. So I believe it's 80, 60, and 40%, which is a very, very low income. So we were really excited about that. And this was also our way to start implementing what our new strategy around neighborhood centered programming.
Mm-hmm.
So the first floor is all UACDC programs, and some that I mentioned at the beginning of the show. So all the residents get access to the programs, and they don't need to have transportation or, the kids, they just walk after school and they can engage, with us and with our staff, and, get involved in our activities. And we have some offices there. I have office space there, and just kind of have more of our footprint in the community. But yeah, we're
So it's
definitely want to
mixed use.
serve.
It's got multiple uses. You've got offices in there, right? Are you talking about Blue Sky, the
Yeah,
specific development?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pull that up. So is it
Yeah, if you just go to Google, type in Uptown Sky, it should bring you to the website. This
that's a good.
project was completed, but it's really, really nice. Yeah, here it
Oh,
is.
pretty.
Yeah,
Cool.
and you'll see some art. We'll talk
Love
about
the brick
creative
ground floor.
placemaking. Yeah, the bricking is part of our community design. So over at the main center of University area off 22nd Street, it's like all brick. So we're trying to incorporate brick into all of our development.
I
So
wanted to
as
ask you
you
about that.
kind of drive through,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, that brick looks like this building, and
The
like,
identity,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is it so tell me what you're going for there, right? Obviously it's not up to you guys completely, but it sounds like you're working towards a look and a feel of
Mm-hmm.
this neighborhood.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
what are you calling it? Uptown? Uh,
Yeah, well, that's whole part of the University Mall redevelopment is kind of branding the community as Uptown, and there was a lot of community engagement and input on that. But they're like, there's so much going on downtown, but there's so much going on Uptown.
right.
And University area is such a general name. It's like the area of the university,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not very like defined. So that's something that we're still working with residents. So we're kind of calling it University slash Uptown, just Uptown. And this was one of the first buildings that was named Uptown Sky to start to bring in that community branding. And when we were talking about the brick and the different colors, we had a lot of conversations around like, Key West has a specific look to it
Mm-hmm.
where you see like the pinks and the blues and the greens, and it's got a feel to it. So with our community, what we're trying to incorporate is a lot of like teal. So you'll see the color teal. It's part of the UACDC logo. The brick is part of like our saying of like building the community brick by brick, one block at a time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a representation of what we're doing here. But this is a beautiful, beautiful building. I'm really, really proud of, and I'm so glad that you can see this view because we put a pool there, which you won't find that in a lot of affordable housing complexes. And when we were working with the developer, they were like, "Are you sure you want a pool? It's a whole liability concern." And the community told us they want to swim, they want to know, have access to a pool, they want to sit out by the pool and barbecue
Who
and
doesn't, you know?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So the pool was a big win for us. And it took us a while to get that sorted, but
There's not
yeah,
anything that, a lower income tenant doesn't want, right? It's
yeah,
it's it's like, look, we all want the same thing, a nice, clean place to live. A pool would be great, sure. I
exactly.
think the difference is, economics come in when you're talking about living on the water, living in a specific location. But at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, we all want the same thing. Can you go back to the map and
Absolutely.
put that little man on the front street where you like the street view? Because I want to
Yeah.
see what's interesting to me is you guys have done this in a design that's connected. What is this, Fletcher?
This is Fletcher and
Or
12th Street.
Fletcher. So you've made it, and go back, David, so I can see the front of the building. So you've made it connected to 12th and Fletcher, meaning it's not like one of those garden style complexes where the parking lot's in the front, and you drive into this private community. You've opened up the building to the city. There's no
Yeah,
missing it. There's also
great point.
the entrances right on Fletcher too. I feel like developments like this connect all of us to each other. When everyone's behind a gate or a parking garage, you
Great
know what I
points.
mean? I think something like this, a building like this, makes the resident feel like they're in the city, and it makes the
For
people in
sure.
the city that don't live there, oh, look at this building right here. It's
Yeah.
it's a part of this whole system we're in.
Yeah, we
Was
want to
that
see more of that.
intentional?
No, that's a great. I'm glad that you noticed that because that is the intention is to bring things up to the pedestrian corridor where people are walking and biking and can walk in and see what services we offer or connect with the residents in their
Hmm.
community. So we also want to see more of this with business development too and in the commercial and kind of get a little bit away from the strip malls and bring things
Right.
up to the
Thank
front to
you.
where you're just walking around and you can go store by store and
Absolutely.
it's more successful for the businesses too, because when you visit one and you're just walking the corridor like any main street, you're going to pop into other businesses and just have more visitors there. And if you take the map a little bit to the right, you'll see that we worked with Hart to get a bus stop right there.
Oh,
So
great
that was a
idea.
big win as
Nice.
well. We want to get a shade structure. So if anyone wants to partner out there and help us get that, we want to have really nice bus stops with shading, but we're really happy that we could get a stop there. And then my office is in that building, and then I watch people catch the bus every day and get on and off and play at the pool. And I was going to say we have a partnership with the YMCA, and they do swimming classes in there and teach kids how to swim.
Hey guys, if you want to watch the full episode of this clip, click right here. Make sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Thank you for watching.